In this video, we're going to connect your STEM kit to the internet. Why is this so important? Well, as we've seen, the kit's OLED display chip here can output the data gathered by any connected sensors in real time. And this is great, but what if you want to gather many data points over time without writing them all down? Or what if you want to access the data without having to look directly at this screen? Yep, this next part is all about working smarter, not harder. You may have heard the term SDG a couple of times by now. It's an initialism for Sustainable Development Goals. Back in September of 2015, the United Nations adopted an agenda for sustainable development for the next 15 years, with these goals as a key part of their strategy. Now, with this kit here, we can run projects that relate to goal number 3, good health and well-being, and goal number 7, affordable clean energy. And for those of you who have the soil moisture sensor, also number 15, life on land. For more information on the SDG-based experiments you can run with a MaxIQ STEM kit, visit the page linked in this course. All right, so no surprise here, but the first step to connecting your STEM kit to the internet is to turn it on. To that end, we're going to connect it to this power bank. You see that power indicator light turn on? And immediately you should start getting output through the graphic user interface right here on the OLED display chip. Now keep in mind, it may take up to a minute for the sensors to acclimatize and start providing high quality data. All right, so in this case, it looks like we are getting the temperature and humidity data from this weather sensor here right above the OLED chip. And so another kind of simple step that you can take is to compare this data to the information that you're able to gather through your own senses about the environment, and just make sure that they are in agreement. Now, you've probably noticed these sort of control button looking things here on the core computing module, and that's exactly what they are. To scroll through the screens manually, lightly press the advance button here. For the kit to automatically scroll through the screens, lightly press this check button. Now the kit is on, but we must connect with it directly in order to configure it to connect with the World Wide Web. This can be done in 3 steps. First, scroll manually to the screen that shows the SDG Wi-Fi hub name. It's usually at the end here. The hub name is just a string of numbers. In this case, 146.20900. Next, using a smartphone, open the Wi-Fi preferences and locate the kit's Wi-Fi network. Okay, now some of this is going to be blurred out for the protection of personal information, but you get the idea. And there it is. Step 3, enter the Wi-Fi password, which is just the string of numbers on the bottom of the OLED screen right next to the key here. Once the Wi-Fi connection has been established to the kit's hotspot, on a smartphone, this Wi-Fi manager configuration screen will automatically open. If for some reason it doesn't do that, type this IP address, 192.168.4.1, into any browser on the connected device, and this portal will open. Now we'll connect this kit to the internet, another 3-step process. Step 1 is to select the Configure Wi-Fi button here. It may take a few seconds to load the next screen. All right, next we're going to enter the SSID, just the name of the Wi-Fi network. And we can also auto-populate it there by selecting from this menu of the strongest nearby networks. And step 3, enter the password for the preferred Wi-Fi network. It's imperative here that the connection you plan to use has standard Wi-Fi access with a standard WPA personal or WPA PSK security. If you don't have access to standard Wi-Fi, you may need to use a hotspot on another smartphone or acquire a standard Wi-Fi hub and data card. Next, we're going to configure the kit with a name. Scroll down in the Wi-Fi manager to get to these next fields. And we have our final 3-step process here. Okay, so first, enter your group name, and then give your unit a unique name so that you can easily identify it later. The requirement here is for no more than 1 space character and only letters and numbers, so no special characters. All right, step 3, click Save. In a couple of seconds, the Wi-Fi manager will save these new settings. Back over on the STEM kit, the OLED screen should change, and the SDG name and password will be replaced by an IP address, like you see here. All right, so now the kit is built and connected to the internet so that it can post its output data to the Kibana dashboard. And we'll get more into how to access and analyze the data that your kit outputs to Kibana in the next video.